I'd like to thank Pastor Beard for giving me the opportunity to do this. And I'd like to thank my mother for helping me on it. My name is Brazil Hutchinson, and I'm 13 years old, and I'll be doing the first word from Luke 23 and 34. Then said Jesus, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And they parted his raiment and cast lots. Let us pray. God, help me present this word the way you want it to be presented. Help me to make it understandable to everybody. That's it. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Amen. Stupid. Yes. Verse 23 and 34 says, Then said Jesus, Father, forgive them for what not they know what they do. And they parted his raiment and cast lots. So this means they were killing him or trying to kill him, but they did not know that he was the Son of God. And he kept telling them that, but he asked God to forgive them because they were doing it out of ignorance. So at the beginning of chapter 23, the people were accusing Jesus of perverting their city by telling everybody that he was a king and the Son of God. So afterward, they sent Jesus to Pilate, and Pilate asked him if he was the king of the Jews, and Jesus said, You said it, not me. And then Pilate told the people that Jesus had no charge, so they continued to try to get Jesus arrested by saying that he was stirring up the city of Judea by his teaching about telling people about the Bible. So when Pilate heard the word Galilee, he asked Jesus if he was Galilean, and Jesus said yes. And so he sent him to Herod because Jesus was under his jurisdiction. So when Jesus was coming to Herod, he was happy because he was aware about all the miracles that he was performing. And Herod was asking him questions and Jesus wasn't answering them. But Jesus wasn't answering them. So the priest and the government was standing with him. And they said that Jesus had no charge. And they joked and mocked him by putting him in a fancy robe.
Take your time. It's all right. Take your time.
Pilate called together the priests and the government, and they told them, You brought me this man, and I have nothing to charge him for. Herod didn't find anything worthy of death, and Pilate did not either. So Pilate said, I would just punish him and turn him loose. But the crowd was so ignorant that they kept yelling, Crucify him, crucify him. And they said that they'd rather have a known criminal, even a murderer, instead of Jesus, but only if they knew that he was the Son of God. They yelled, Crucify him, and they got tired of the riot, so they asked them, the criminal of their choice, who they wanted to release, which was Barabbas. So as Jesus was taken away, there was a man named Simon who helped him carry his cross. And he was being followed by a big crowd and everybody who believed in him because they heard the bad thing that was about to happen. So Jesus told him not to cry for him, but the bad things that was about to happen. So they took Jesus to a place called the Skull and they killed him. There were also two criminals who were crucified beside him that day. So after all that, Jesus even said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. So it's almost like if my mother owns a company and I work for them, but no one knew that I was her son, and they were treating me badly, they were trying to get me fired. I kept telling them that my mother was Letitia, the owner of the company, but nobody believed me. So they kept going back to my boss, telling him lies and trying to get me fired. And my mother got tired of them, and she fired them. And like Jesus said to save us, I said, Mother, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Amen.
Amen.